Hello you. This is Save Me Brave Knight for the Commodore 64. A game that I remember seeing a screenshot of back in the day and thinking, oh my god, that looks amazing. Because I think everything was kind of on the diagonal, and you kind of lose all the blockiness on certain diagonals, don't you? And it just looked, oh, so crisp and solid and real, and like a, well, you know, limited colours, so it just looked like a real cartoon. And I thought, oh, that looks really, really nice. And then never saw it anywhere, never seen a copy of it, and I remembered, I don't need to, do I? I can get SD2IEC, I can just dig it out and fling it on the machine, and here we are. However many, 1983, we're now in 2022, nigh on 40 years later, I'm finally getting around to it. And, well, what was I saying about it not looking blocky? It's a lot of, well, bricky. Let's zoom in so you can have a good look at those bricks there. You'll have to excuse me, I did have some trouble getting this to focus earlier. I'm hoping that's good enough. I don't want to tempt fate, I'm going to touch wood here, but I'm hoping camera's still holding out, because I had a bugger of a time getting it to focus, and it was flickering on the screen, and I think I've got it working again. Like I say, touch wood. But yeah, one thing I have noticed is it does look very... Down this side here, the bricks seem to jut out a bit on the side. I don't know if it's one of those optical illusions. But the left-hand side looks fine. The right-hand side, the half bricks look like they should be slightly smaller, or the full-size bricks have been cut short. There's definitely some sort of stepping in and out on the side there. But anyway, I'm also looking at the brightness on the screen. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to brighten this up in post, because this is looking darker than usual. Something is... Since I filmed the Bubble Cab and had to change all the focus settings and everything, putting it back seems to have just... Nothing's quite as it was. But fingers crossed, anyway, fingers crossed. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, so Save Me Brave Knight. I can't even... Koruarth? There's an R with something sticking out the top of it, or is it a H? I don't know. I'll have to see what that says in a normal font. Koruarth or Horrorth Brothers present Save Me Brave Knight. So yeah, never played this, and thought, like I said, at the time I thought it looked really great. And I think it was published by Commodore, but I don't know for sure. I'm trying to think. The only thing I'm trying to think of the cover in my head. Obviously, you'd have seen it if I've managed to dig out a copy of it for the thumbnail. But in my head, all I can think of is the cover for Dancing Monster, which obviously was Commodore. But I can't think what this looked like. I'm assuming it's a knight in armour with the Commodore branding. Anyway, let's press fire and see. And let's press fire and see. Is it port 1 or is it port 2? It's port 2, and it's awfully quiet. So I'm going to... I could go and get the remote, but it's easy to just press the... That was the picture. Hit the lock 3 times. And you can move your horsey around. Oh, okay. Oh, that looks... Oh, one of the sprites from Jet Set Willy looked a bit like that. On the landing in the hallway, something like that. No, that's not it. Oops, I got hit. Did I get it? I don't know if I'm hitting it. No. No. Damn. Hey! There we go. Kill the monsters. Okay. Yes. A lot of brown. Yes, I know. But then the ground is generally brown, isn't it? So, oh, okay. We go. That looks like a dragon from... I've got a pink witch. I've got... Oh, there we go. I thought that looked like the dragon from... Oh, there's a few witches then. Oh, witches monsters then? Okay. Oh, and they're firing things at me. There we go. Got another one of those things. The sound's changed. Okay, sound's back. Oh, you can fire up and down as well. Oh, I can angle it. Aha, gotcha. Aha. But you can't move when you're angling your angle. You're angling your dangle. Dangling your angle. Whatever. Oh, I'm guessing that boink means he's hit me again. How many lives have I got in this? I just noticed there's shadows underneath them, so I suppose that's supposed to help you. Oh, good. Help you aim. Oh, right, okay. Okay. Nice tiled floor. Oh, okay. Well, you went down quick, didn't you? How am I supposed to? Well, just firing straight up seemed to do the job, didn't it? But now it's not. Does that hit him in the snout, was it? No, not quite. Yes, hit him in the snout. No, let's move over this. I didn't seem to die when he hit me. Hey! What do I do now? Oh, okay, we get sound effects from Paradroid. Oh, we're back at the start. Okay then. Oh, all that dodging and then I hit it. Well, I'll just walk right up and whack it a few times. And we're back here again. I'm sensing a pattern forming here. You're struggling with that tune, aren't you? Bless you. Because we all know the Commodore 64 SID chip wasn't very good for music, was it? It was notoriously difficult to get any sounds at all out of the Commodore 64. Hence why it sounds like this. Well, there's some variety at least, I suppose. Am I playing a cracked version or something? I would have thought the amount of times I've been hit. I should be dead by now, surely. Ooh. No. Ooh. Aha, gotcha. Shame these sprites don't have much colour. They're single colour sprites. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But there's enough of them around, I suppose, and they do have shadows. I would have found that quite impressive back in the day. Oh dear, I said back in the day, but 3 times now. That's getting very tired, that phrase, isn't it? Oops. Hey, back to the multi-headed dragon, or is it several little dragons? I don't know. Or maybe they're just plants that are growing out the roof. Ooh. Yeah, wait until shoot him in the nose. Right. Hey, there we go. Let's just try going through the doorway. No, I can't go up or down. I can go left and right. Is that 2 princesses I'm trying to save? Or is that 1 princess with very, very long arms to reach out of both of those windows at the same time? Well, I pressed fire and it just did that. Up and down doesn't seem to do anything. Left and right does that. And okay, I just shot it the once there. But it was up close. And we're back to here again. And it says life 4. Okay. So I now know how many lives I get. Let's count how many hits I get. And what, that was 1. That was hit. Ooh. 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 I don't think they hit me, I think it's just that thing that they fling, whatever it is. Something magical, no doubt. That sounded like another doink noise. I'm suspecting maybe down to 2 lives. Oh, hang on. Oh, we can go scrolling. Look at that. Look at that, Spectrum and Amstrad owners. We've got scrolling. And a somewhat flickery screen as well, so maybe don't look too hard at it. Ooh. I think this is another reason why I like the Commodore 64. I do like the Spectrum, but Commodore graphics always felt more solid. Spectrum graphics, although more vibrant colours, felt like a video game. Like that yellow would have been like highlighter pen yellow. Whereas this actually feels like something solid. I can't quite explain it. Is it me or are they getting faster? Ooh, there was another bonk. I'm wondering if that's my last life. Ooh. Ooh. No, that was another boink. So God knows how many lives I've got. Oh, gotcha. Right, was that the last witch? No, we've still got another witch to deal with, and I got another hit there, I'm sure. And another. He's got good arm strength this night, lobbing these like this, and so many of them so far. He's like Daley Thompson, wrapped in Alcan foil. Dating myself there. Do they still do Alcan foil? I saw Reynolds wrap in the supermarket the other day. That's a very American one. Ooh. Getting a few boinks now. Because when a bird or whatever it is hits an arm at night, there's obviously a boink noise. How many of these do we have to deal with? Oh, blinking blip. It's like Kane, only you're on the horse rather than... Actually, I've not done Kane, have I? Hey, finally! Yeah, something about the graphics, it just seems more solid on the 64. I've often thought that specky graphics look like coloured cellophane or highlighter pens being lit from behind, whereas Commodore 64 was more sort of poster paints or oil paints. Definitely more paint. C64 was paint, Spectrum was ink. Gotcha. How many more hits can I take? There we go. And for some reason the strange grill on the left hand side disappears. And it suddenly turns to night time. And I'm pressing up and fire. No, no change. Select door. I mean, it says to select door. Well, I'll just shoot that one. How many lives have we got? 4. Have I got a cracked version and I didn't realise it? Well, we'll keep going for a bit longer. They're definitely going far slower than they were before. Damn. Oh, how did I miss you? And you. Oh, bugger, I'm not doing too well now, am I? There we go. I think I would have probably played this a fair bit back in the day. I've bloody said it again, haven't I? I'm just thinking about what, considering I had Depth Charge and Pulse 64 and Booty. I've not done Booty for a while. Maybe I ought to do that. Maybe I ought to play the Spectrum version of Booty because I remember that being quite different. Like Action Biker Clumsy Colin, it felt like a completely different game. Although it wasn't quite so different as Action Biker was. Action Biker really was a different game entirely. Like, the Spectrum version was made to be for KP skips, and I think Action Biker Clumsy Colin was probably just a game called Action Biker, and then they tagged Clumsy Colin on afterwards. Whereas Booty was, if I remember correct, with Booty on the 64, every time you walked past a key you automatically picked it up, so you had to do the doors in a certain order, whereas the Spectrum version you could choose to pick up a key, or it was the other way around. I can't remember which way around it is. But on one, as you walked past a key you automatically picked it up, and so you had to then use that on a door, whereas I think it was, it gave it a different tactic playing it on the Spectrum on the 64. Other than that, it was the same game. Where was I? Oh yes, I was saying, considering that I had Depth Charge, Pulse 64 and Booty, I think I would have probably played this a fair bit, because I played those a fair bit. Oh, they're getting difficult now. They are speeding up, I think. Or I'm tired and it's just getting late and I'm losing my mojo. Do tell me if you've played this before, if you had this back in the day, and if it was as easy as this to get through so many levels on your first go, or whether I've got some kind of cracked version without realising. You know what, I'm just going to stand here and just... I'll move up a bit. Come on. I'm just not getting them now. Gotcha. How about if I just fire like this and hope for the best? We'll go for a walk over here and watch the flickering scenery. Oh, there's animated backgrounds and everything. Those flaming torches. Could do with a bit of foreground scenery maybe, but I think the main thing is, I think maybe having some multicoloured sprites would have made a world of difference here. Because you're kind of multicoloured. Your knight is in blue and your horse is in white, so that's two colours. And his lance is black, so... Hey, there we go. And of course the dragons they're two colour, aren't they? So did that say I had 8 lives? Hey, look, we can fight this way as well. Doesn't work quite so well, and they can still shoot me diagonally, so I think it's better off me just getting underneath them where they don't seem to do so much damage. I wonder if I'm supposed to choose a different doorway. Oh, that's sounding promising. Is that because I went to the right hand side and pressed fire? Or is that just because I've looped it so many times? Right, hit the lock 3 times, I hit the lock once and got through again. Quite a flimsy lock on that door. Lives 4. Well, we'll just stand here and take what comes and see what happens. That's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, missed 1. 4, 5. Ooh. Ooh, that was a bad one, wasn't it? That was 6 or 7, was it? 8. Let's go with 8. What's that with the siren? 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, no, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17. Oh! Oh, I'm dead. You deaded me. You have deaded me. Well, I've no idea. It's, obviously, I did have limited lives. It just, until I stopped still, they weren't really hitting me, I guess, properly. I don't know. Like I say, if you've played this before, if you had this when you were younger, shall we say, was it that easy? Did you only ever die if you just decided to stand still and just chuck them? Chuck your spears or lances or whatever it is? That seems like it would have been a bit easy to just go round and round and then just... I'm guessing you had a 50-50 chance whether you got a big bonus. Did I get a big bonus? I didn't even notice my score. But you got a different tune at least when you chose a different doorway. So, I quite like that. It's very simplistic, but you've got 3 different types of game there. You've got the stand at the doorway and batter your way in, which doesn't seem too difficult, to be honest. And then you've got shooting those things out of the sky, then you've got the dragons, and yeah, that's a nice bit of variety. I mean, it's more variety than most other games at the time, I think. So, yeah, and I think it looks quite nice. That first screen, at least. The second screen, those sprites, they're a bit plain. But the dragons are quite nice. They were quite impressive for the... I'm assuming they're dragons. Comes to something and say the graphics are quite nice, and you're not sure what you're actually looking at. But, yeah, 1983. I think that's quite nice for 1983. So, yeah, I'm glad I finally got around to looking that one up. So that was Save Me Brave Knight on the Commodore 64. Hope you enjoyed watching. Catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta.